All right, welcome back to Center of Sports, your home for all sporting news. Today we'll be discussing the impact of having no sports on basically anywhere to be found. Nothing on TV, no live seasons, and what the networks are doing to make up for this. First, I'm joined via Zoom by my first guest, Nick Mendoza, an active sports fan from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, to discuss the impact of the halt that this season has had on him and other sports fans. Nick, what do you think about this?
Hey, Anthony, thanks for having for me. As a big avid sports fan, obviously in a time that we are living in a pandemic, we'd obviously want to see something live. But unfortunately, we can't because this. As a person who's big avid on sports, the NHL, the NBA were about to start playoffs. They had about 3 weeks left of the season. They're about to start playoffs, and they completely suspended the seasons. That gives us nothing to do to watch. I understand that. Some of the networks are playing some old history games. I mean, especially the start of baseball season was delayed. And, baseball was going to be fun this year. We wanted to see what everybody we can do. Everybody wanted to see how the Astros were going to do for sure. They're playing some old games, which is pretty cool. They start, the other night they had the game 4 between Yankees and Red Sox when the the Red Sox came back from 3-0 and won it 4-3. And so it's cool seeing history, but we want to live in the present. Everything's delayed. I mean, the biggest thing, obviously, I'm waiting for is football season. Let's see if we have a football season. I mean, it kind of sucks, with all this.
All right, so how are you yourself coping with this? And I know people are kind of going crazy. How are you dealing with this as a sports fan?
I mean, living through history, it's kind of cool, but, we want to be at the present. But, we all know that we'll get through this. And, I wanted to go to the new Rangers baseball stadium. I'm a Texas Rangers fan. I've always been my life. I don't get to go yet. I mean, this past weekend would have been Rangers and Astros at the new stadium, and we had tickets to go. And so, that's one thing I'm definitely looking forward to.
Well, hopefully we can get back to that. Next topic I want to talk about is basically with the rise of these pandemics and all the social distancing, we've seen an increase in eSports, which is basically playing video games competitively. And here to comment on how the impact it's having on people who are into that versus sports fans is a avid eSports man himself, Oscar Rios. Oscar, what do you think about this whole thing?
Yeah, so like Nick mentioned, everything's been delayed and postponed, and we're all really frustrated about these live games being canceled or, set to a different date. But as far as esports, rather than the physical sports, we're able to practice online rather than these physical sports need to be grouped together of these different guys and girls, maintaining a physical contact. But with esports, we can practice at home. But that still goes into say that these main tournaments, these huge tournaments that are being held in Dallas and New York and these huge stadiums, they can't be held because there's these large audiences that just simply can't attend with these social distancing rules. So that it's affecting the whole industry as a whole, even esports and physical sports.
All right. Well, I got one more question for you. So, how would you respond to the people who are going to believe that, staying inside, like basically the networks who are promoting esports, parents and some people are kind of concerned that that's going to cause kids and possibly people of our generation and older to stay inside and not want to be active? Like, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I think what happens with a lot of these professional players is they do in fact stay active, and you see a lot of them maintaining their mental and physical health because a lot of the things that go into esports, it's all these contributing factors. As far as the kids getting into it, a lot of them don't understand that yes, you do need to eat healthy, you need to go outside, you need to exercise. So we need to be there to set that example of, hey, it's one thing to be playing your game and doing your thing, but you have to maintain your social life, your physical well-being as well. But I do definitely see this as a opportunity for people to improve their skill. And I think after we get out of this, we're going to see a lot of better players out there.
All right. I agree. All right. That's about all the time we have today. Coming up next, we're going to discuss the impact baseball season is about to have and how the New York Yankees are going to end up dominating the AL, and the whole entire league. So stay tuned. Thank you so much.